back to another episode of Knicks Morning Coffee. I'm your host, Mr. King, and behind the camera, y'all know my partner, Joe Cool.
What's good? What's good?
All right. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you're new, and please support the channel. You know, right now we're at 385 subscribers. The goal right now is to try to reach 500.
Yes, sir. So welcome back to the 20% of y'all that's returning back to the channel, and I got 79 people y'all watching, but y'all not subbing. What's going on?
Call them out.
Yeah. Do you love the Knicks? No, I'm messing with y'all.
Nah, call them out. Call them out. All right. So we're gonna just get right back into it. This is what I want to talk about first today. And I know what you want to talk about first, but I'm gonna make that later.
What I want to talk about first?
Well, what you told me last night. Yeah, I know you. Anyway, ESPN put out their prediction for the NBA. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't see
and they predict that the Knicks, we're gonna finish 39-43, and that's only 2 more wins than last year.
I think I've seen that.
And then they got us ending in 10th place. So 10th place is the play-in game, but now that's the way our roster stands now is the reason why they picked that. But I'm looking at like what are they factoring in? Are they factoring in Julius Randle having a bounce back year, or are they not? Because I read some of the article, but I didn't want to get caught up in that but I'm just saying the two more wins.
Yeah, that don't make sense to me because didn't they have us last year making the playoffs?
Well, yeah, nobody thought we would fall off like that after being a 4th seed.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, well, this one was ESPN. This is not Vegas, even though they're both prone to be wrong.
What did Vegas say?
It didn't come out yet.
Oh,
I think ESPN probably is just trying to get the jump because rosters aren't even settled yet. We still, people are still re-signing people in free agency in a sense. So, but I think they just wanted to get a jump. But just the disrespect to say,
yeah, I don't think the playoffs is not something we can't do. I mean, yeah, Knicks fans, but I think we can get to the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely think we can get to the playoffs.
I think we can get to the same spot we was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and if not that, at least fight for the 6-7. I mean, you want more, but we going into this season now. There's a little bit of unknown, but again, that last year was a fluke.
So, matter of fact, I'll tie this in. I was going to ask you. So, Ian Bagley, I think he posted something yesterday on Twitter where he said Jalen Brunson has immediate value added to the Knicks, and he has high efficiency threat, pick and roll. You know what I mean? So, I feel like that's what we needed 2 years ago.
Yeah, we thought Kimber was going to give us that.
Yeah, we thought Kimber was going to, so he did.
Yeah.
So, that's what we've been saying too. If that's what Jalen's going to bring.
Yeah, we need a floor general. We need a leader. We need somebody out there to get us into the offense. But yeah, I think they're wrong. Some would say they're right, but I look at the teams that they picked. Okay, they picked Boston, Milwaukee, Miami, Philly. They picked Philly number 4. Toronto, Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, and Brooklyn. Okay, you can look at that and say, yeah, those are good teams. But playing to our capability, we can. It's definitely, especially half of them, we can play equally to half of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Milwaukee's always going to be steady. Boston's up and coming, but again, anything can happen with those teams. But to say 2 more wins from last year, I think that's bogus, and that's disrespectful to us to even say that. I don't see us going backwards. I see us going forward. So ESPN, no shade to y'all, but that ain't. That ain't even right to do us like that, especially when you look at, Miami, Philly, the top. I don't know Boston number 1. I don't even know Boston had a good year last year, but who's to say they're going to repeat that type of a year to even put them number 1 over Milwaukee and Philly?
Because they don't really know. Because
no.
Like I said, last year what they had, I don't even think they had Milwaukee any year, right? You probably have them like number 2.
Yeah, and then you talking about they taking teams as they stand right now. Right now, Kyrie and Durant is still on Brooklyn. So you put Brooklyn at 40-42. You put them like a game ahead of us. in a sense.
Honestly, depending on Durant's attitude, I honestly think
They're gonna play good on the court though.
They might not make the playoffs the way Durant.
Listen, on the regular season game, yeah, but on the regular season game, they'll play.
They might play good enough,
yeah,
just to say they played hard and.
Yeah, but that's disrespectful. But we're gonna get to what I know you want to talk about was the summer league game.
Oh yeah.
You know, the first look, in a sense, at Brunson with Randy and Obi on his team, and then of course a lot of people was blowing it up, you know, saying that they don't look ready. And then you was telling me last night you saw a lot of people say they do look ready. I liked a little bit. I only saw the clips. I don't know who saw more. I know people that was putting it up was at the game, but I was just in love with the idea that Brunson and Randall could start forming some type of a bond. That's what I loved about.
I mean, we only seen clips, and you know, I'm sorry to all the people that was there and maybe got the chance, you know, to record the game, and I didn't watch much, but it looked like Randall was running, right? So with a new point guard that we wanted to run, with these new guys that we got that wants to run, and Randall committing to running, then I kind of have a change of heart on how things will move for the Knicks.
Yeah, just to have them two, you know, put their heads together. That's an excellent sign, because for anybody we bring in for anything to work, if Randall is here, then Eagles got to be checked at the door, because you're going to have to try to make it coexist with Randall. So anytime you can play with Randall and, you know, either pick up games, a little bit of practice on the side, like some of the young guys was doing out in Vegas, that could only help us. You know, and it'll help them understand Randall's game, and it'll give Randall more confidence in the things that they can do. You know, so we can try to take the spin Randall out of his name. You know, and then now at least when he's making moves, they know when he's making moves, and then they can counter.
Yeah, they was talking about how, you know, people was nervous that we lost, and I didn't really care about the Knicks losing, only because one, they're in the NBA already. You know what they can do, and the players they're playing against are trying to find their way back to the NBA.
Yeah.
And they're New Yorkers, I heard. You know what I mean? So they're trying to defend home court. You're not about to come in here street ball and try to kill me. And I'm trying to make a living for my family.
Yeah.
They was out for blood.
Yeah.
No matter who was on that court, you could have put Michael Jordan on there.
And they also had to play and be careful of injuries. Because, of course, the people you're playing against, their injuries is not, you know, as severe if you get hurt. But I like the one, you know, the dunk, when Brunson, behind the back pass to Obi cutting. You know, that's the kind of stuff that feeds into your regular season. Even though it's street ball, it tells Obi and them, all I got to do is trust the guy with the ball, run my routes in a sense, and the ball going to be there. And so that was, you know, those little things is nice to see. Because if we got Randall and RJ and whoever else coming in taking the big shots, and they know that the other guys know that the point guard still see me when I'm moving around the court, like I'm not invisible, that helps you get those extra, you know, 30, 40 points a game. You know, 10 from this guy, 8 from that guy. Everybody get to eat. So, you know, even though I only saw a little bit of the clipping, I'm surprised I didn't even know about it. You know, but I probably.
Well, it kind of happened abrupt. Like, I just seen the post.
Yeah.
I think Legion of Knicks podcast and Nothing But Knicks.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I think they posted it, and then I was able to see a clip of it. I didn't stay up long enough to watch the game. I think they streamed it.
Yeah.
Some people. So I know. What shocked me is, you know, everything after. So I know Alan Hahn had an interview with Jalen Brunson, I guess after, you know, the loss, and he was talking to him. And I think Jalen had good composure. You know what I mean? So when we talk about a leader and everything you said before about Jalen, he expressed that New York toughness. You know what I mean? So I think he's ready to take on the media and take on the role of, if this fails, it's my fault.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? That's what I kind of seen in him.
He talks good. He talks.
He's not scared of the media. He's not scared of the fans.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that part's going to be hard for him to be scared right now. You know, New York got a different way of letting you know they're not happy. But with the backbone that he got between the front office people that's like family and his real family being right there for real, you know, that gives you a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, you gotta have confidence, because I see the post of Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, I was going to read that. What was that all about?
I was going to talk about it, but I didn't write it down, but that just came to mind.
Yeah, but what was he was talking about?
I guess the
hell he went through, or the something. I saw the headline.
Yeah, I think it was just the fame was getting to him. They were chasing his family down, and you know, New York. But
Well, I was loving it.
You want to be the man, you gotta. That's what
I was loving Jerry. Remember, I told you a story that back in them years. I was loving Jeremy Lin when Lin's sanity took off. It was when Melo got hurt, and when the media asked Jeremy Lin, when Melo come back, should he conform to the way y'all playing now? And Lin was like, almost was saying like he has to. You know, like that's not for you to say. Okay, everybody felt that way, but you the new Jack. Melo pushed for you, remember, to get those minutes. You know, with them to even get him in the game. So that's not for you to say, yeah, when he come back, you know, he got to conform to how he plays. So I kind of fell out of favor with him after that. But Lin's sanity, you know, that was crazy. That was a good time. You know, and if we could have really made it work when Melo and Amari came back, just imagine then that, you know, how things could have been. But yeah, but getting back to Brunson, I noticed too in the little interviews that he do that he shakes off, you know, he shakes off all the negativity.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. And especially if you want to stay in the good grace of the media, you know you can't get caught up into that fight with them because you don't win, but you can still stand up to the media. And for the role he got to play on our team as a leader, he don't have to get caught up in that. You know, speak your mind, show the guys in practice, you know, that you're willing to work hard. If they doing something wrong, you know, how can we fix it? Not what you got to do. What can we do? You know, so I'm happy. I'm starting to really, really feel good about this, you know, about this Jalen Brunson thing.
We have to, because at the end of the day, we Knicks fans and we got to support the players that's there.
Oh, yeah. Well, we always going to. I think everybody will do that.
And if he asked to be there, that's what we be asking for. Yeah. So we should, you know, stop bombing on him. If we are, I don't really know.
I mean, this is the time. This is the time to do it. Because one thing about true Knicks fans, you're going to speak your mind, but there's no doubt that you love the Knicks. Now, Randall probably took the most beating out of anybody over the years as far as how Knicks fans treat their players. We usually don't ride somebody, you know, that hard. But, you know, but again, that feeling inside for me now is starting to come that Brunson, when he get on the floor, he's going to be that guy. You know, that guy to show leadership. So, you know, and that's the main thing to me that the Knicks need. All right, but remember, please, too, to, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and if you're new, let us know in the comments. All right, fan side. They had an article about 4 reasons why Tom Thibodeau should be on a short lease. So we're going to go over those 4 reasons to see where we agree and how we disagree. Because some of them I saw, I read a little bit of the articles, but I form my own opinion when stuff like that because it's everybody else's opinion. All right, but the first one is Tibbs' reluctance to play the young guys. Now, that's the knock on him, on Thibodeau's whole, you know, head coaching career. But you got to say, last year, he broke a lot of his own rules last year.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
And played some young guys.
RJ plays. Quickly plays.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson, he plays.
Yeah.
So now that I'm thinking about it.
Grimes played a lot. Really, IQ played a lot.
Grimes found his way into the rotation. McBride didn't play. You know, I think that's just one of those Knicks fan.
But we
want somebody to play so bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's the knock on. That's been Tibbs' knocks from Chicago to Minnesota to even the first year with us.
In Chicago, I seen a post that somebody wrote in the comments. Derrick Rose played. He was a rookie, right?
Yeah, well, rookie.
So you can say he don't play the young guys.
He was an MVP. Yeah. But last year he played IQ with them guys. They played. They played a whole team is young, but they played a lot.
Played.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to because everybody was hurt, but
he
played.
Yeah, but IQ was in the regular rotation. There was a time Grimes was when everybody was healthy, was in the regular rotation. RJ and them are still young. You know, they prime time players. So
and he can't play everybody because everybody young. So especially at that point guard, 2 guard position.
Yeah.
Everybody can't play.
Yeah, but we the only team, though, if you think about historically with the Knicks, right? We the only team that we count all 12, 15 of our players.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody got some value, but it is, as a coach, how do you get any continuity when you got to try to play all these guys? And then if they're not playing well, you know you got other people on the bench that people are calling for. But if you go by most really good teams, after they get 8, 9, you know, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they know they're not playing. They're not even expected to play.
Yeah,
but on the Knicks, we be loving our whole team.
Yeah.
And we always trying to figure out, you know, so and if we ever went that route where we don't, where the last 5 or 6 guys are people that just like names, then everybody be saying when we get hurt, you don't got nobody.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
y'all think y'all having a heart attack now. Wait till y'all figure out that we got Jalen Brunson, quickly, D Rose. I mean, McBride not getting no playing time. Then you turn around, we still got Fournier. And then y'all want Quentin Grimes to get time.
Yeah.
And then we still got RJ.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the no win.
And we want a tighter rotation. So we want a tighter rotation. We want the young guys to play. and y'all also want a superstar. Y'all gonna have to pick one.
Well, I mean, you want
a tighter rotation, so we know we need that.
You want depth for injuries. You also want depth to push people in practice. But yeah, Tibbs that's something he just had to figure out. But it's got to be figured out through him and not something from the front office.
Like point guard, I honestly think point guard will be good. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson can start. I feel like
he gonna play heavy minutes.
Yeah, I think quickly can come in and then let D Rose relax. Let him just get a couple minutes here and there. Because when the playoffs come, this is when we need it.
All right, well, we're going to come back to that one in one of the other ones. Because number 2 is lack of creativity on offense. Now, we all complain. You know, that's my biggest pet peeve. Because my thing with the Knicks is we get these players, we scout them hard, and we know what they can do, but then we get them on our team. We don't let them do, and I think about Grimes and people like that. We don't let them do why we drafted them or why we picked them up. Let them use that skill that you sent your scouts out there for, for all these months.
But that ain't even only Thibodeau. For some reason, why that's just the Knicks, period. I don't think.
Well, but I said our team, right? But that's a knock on him, though.
We go watch the little shows on Knicks in 30 and 60 minutes, and the coaches, and we can see little plays here and there, and this is what they practice. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, he's the stupidest player ever. To me, it's like if Grimes' specialty is shooting. And have him come on two
Make
screens
that man an assassin.
on one screen, yeah.
Yeah, but I also see Grimes going downhill, but his skill is shooting. So
so put a little bit of what Klay Thompson do. Put that in Grimes.
And that to me that shouldn't even be hard to when again, and this is Knicks over the years. But when you compare it to other teams, their shooters know I'm getting my shots. All right, I'm not on the billing. I'm not in the booklet when you're looking up the teams. I'm not. But when I come out to my team know. The fans know on our team, I'm getting these X amount of shots. So I remember somebody in the comments last week, we were talking about Utah and Donovan Mitchell with 20-point scores. And then they had asked me about, who else who else was 20-point score in Utah? And then right away, my mind thought about Donovan because of how much he shoot. But when I looked it up, he really was on almost like an 18, 20-point score in the playoffs. But he was the kind of guy that, he's not the star of the team. He's not on the billing, but he's going to get his shots. He's going to knock them down. So that we got Fournier who can shoot. Put him out there just to shoot.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
And when you bring him in the game, if he doesn't start, which right now we think Grimes should start, set him up to do what he do. He had those 30-point games, and everybody was feeding him. He was hot that day, but still, that could be all the time. If he knows I'm coming off these curls and that ball is right there in the pocket, I'm knocking it down. That could be all day. So that falls on Tibbs. But my thing with him too was that, especially when Woodson left, his second assistant should be an offensive guru type of guy. That in the clutch moments, even before the clutch moments, when you see leads pulling away, let's run this. Let's run this for him, and him, and let's keep this lead going. Then when Randall and them guys get their stroke back and bounce back. Because there's a period. It's always a period in a game.
I forgot what point guard
where
said
star
that.
Players lose it.
I forgot what point guard said that. I know you was hyped when he was in the interview and he said, "I told Melo we're gonna run your play."
Oh, that was Brandon Jennings. Yeah, but the funny part to that was when coming out of the huddle, apparently Melo wasn't even paying attention in the huddle, and so when they walked out of the huddle, he said, "What play we running?" And he goes, "Your play." And then Melo went out and hit the game winner. But the funny part was that Melo must have been sitting in the thing, not even paying attention to the huddle. So yeah. Okay, number 3 of the reasons why the fan side say that Tibbs should be on the short list is that the overuse of his players. He got better last year also with that, but we know he'll ride you till the wheels fall off. But he did get better with that, and I think now he don't got his safety net anymore. In Alec Burke, so now you gotta let people play in their position. But I think long as he had Alec Burke there, and we love Alec Burke, that guards wasn't going to get their fair share of time to develop. Because as soon as it goes south for Tibbs, he know he can just put Burke at the. So, and Burke is a scorer. So, but he uses players, but he got better last year overusing his players. But these are knocks that, like, this is not brain surgery. These are knocks that Tibbs came to us with. These are the same things that they said about him when we got him. And then number 4 is Tibbs' postseason struggles. So you look at it, other than them times with Chicago when they was going, second round and Eastern Conference Finals under Derrick Rose and that team. Minnesota, he was getting them to the playoffs. So I mean that one I can't really argue about because we don't have that much.
Yeah, that's cool.
To go
but the
on.
5th one for me would probably be if there was a 5th one. It was he's defensive minded.
You work for fan side. You want to have fun.
Yeah. I want to see more defense. Like I want to see if you're a decent defensive minded coach, I want to see that on the court. Like I'm gonna blame the players for not picking up their assignments. But now we in year 2.
Well, we're going to year 3. But remember, year 1 we did pretty good with the defensive side.
Yeah, but I think Mitch and Nerlens was there for most.
Well,
of the
we
time.
traded. Remember, we traded. It's funny too how everybody say we traded offense for defense, but everybody was killing. Damn, what's my man named the point guard from 2 years ago? Elfrid Payton.
Yeah.
Everybody was killing Elfrid Payton, but then now they turn around and say he was guarding his man. I think he did all right. Yeah, them young guys gonna blow by you. That's just what they do now because you can't really D nobody up that way. But we changed it with Fournier and Kimba. That is a different dynamic. But for the other guys, another year of knowing what Tibbs is going to bring to the table defensively, and you studying how because his defense is a little bit more complicated than most people. But you want to see you might want to see a little bit more defense in certain situations. But great offense beat good defense any day. So all we could do now is match people on the offensive end because Tibbs is going to put in that defensive structure. How guys buy into it and understand it, then that's like a whole new thing. But I mean that fan side article, interesting, but that's been Tibbs' knock since he been coaching. He gonna ride his players. He gonna ride you till the wheels fall off. So we can't say nothing about that. All right, the NBA came out with their preseason schedule.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was out kind of early, but we play October 4th. We play home against Detroit. October
back-to-back.
7th and 12th, Indiana, and then October 14th, the Washington Wizards. To me, that's kind of boring. Those teams that we playing. I like when we play, better teams in the preseason, just to give you that. Watch Detroit should be kind of interesting, but to me that's a boring.
Well, you know me. Shout out to the bro OPs, but I can't stand Indiana. I hope we put the beats on them in preseason.
Well, we got enough guys. But
mean?
anyway, it is out, and we just see what happened. But all right, now there's some things out there about Randall. Just wanted to go over real quick. Like it seemed like they showed some with the Lakers and Westbrook for Randall. Again, I saw it. So I'm not even opening it. I'm not even reading it. Certain things, I'm just planning on Randall being here. If something happens with him, then it happens. Or if some real news about Randall come out. But for right now, I'm just planning on Randall being here. And then as far as the Donovan Mitchell, you heard anything this week about what's going on with that?
Nothing new.
Yeah.
Same old. It's just I think it's just a waiting game. Last thing I seen, it was like almost that Donovan Mitchell was like he's definitely probably coming to the Knicks most likely if they fold.
Yeah. We don't. And no sense for us to even rush.
Yeah.
If that was the case, if he's gonna come, he's gonna come. Yeah, no sense in giving up. Giving up everything.
Yeah. Now I'm on the side of just let's see what you can get for Fournier since we want the young guys to play. I'm all for the young guys playing. I'm all for Quentin Grimes getting more time. But,
Well, he got to.
Fournier's role gets shorter.
Yeah, I think Fournier should come off the bench. I think Fournier should come off the bench as a sniper. Like a Kyle Korver type of a person. Come off and hit them timely threes. And let's put Grimes out there who's gonna play both sides of the ball At least he's going to be able to run with with Brunson and the other young people that we'll have out there. But hey, I'm looking forward to the season. The Knicks, they're going to probably tweak the roster before it starts. But right now, again, like I said earlier with Brunson, I'm starting to get that feeling back now that the ball's going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
And then it's up to the coaching staff to implement, everybody being involved. But hey, this is the Knicks. This is what we love. But we're going to ask y'all again to please hit the like button and also subscribe. Let us know that you're already a new subscriber. We appreciate the comments from last week. And we appreciate the new subscribers from last week. So let's help us keep it going. We're going to be here now through the season. Try to get our schedules worked out. Hopefully everything stay at least the way they are right now.
My bad, yo.
Yeah, blame him. I'm here. Blame him. My couch is right here. All right. So everybody have a nice morning. Have a nice day. Peace.
Peace.